Hey folks, welcome back. Level Up Royal here with you once again. Guys, we're going to get back into some Valheim, and I know I'm itching to get into the Bronze Age. We are going to leave all stones behind. Well, metaphorically anyway. So folks, before I get into all that, if you wouldn't mind taking a quick moment, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those fun things, I really appreciate that. And always, please let me know your thoughts and comments. That way, you know, as you're watching the video, if something comes across your mind you'd like to share, please put that in the comments. I really do read them all. And before I actually jump into gameplay, I wanted to show you guys the reason I'm at the main start screen here. So, Bob, and guys, I decided to abandon the other world. So in my prior video to this one, I started just some random seed. And I wasn't super happy with it. I'm more familiar with this world seed, so this is the one I played my previous game playthrough on, and I was really happy with it. Things were fluid, I found things relatively easily, and I have a pretty good idea where things are, so that should really help to speed up, you know, just running around in circles trying to find things. So there's the world seed, just in case you want to play along in your own game, and you want to follow along on the same map. So go ahead and jump right in. While that's tinking, I need to check stream health, and we will absolutely get into this. Okay, and since I went ahead and got back into my normal, or my more familiar world seed here, I played ahead just a little bit. I didn't go too far, I didn't do really anything that I didn't do in the prior video. So I tried to match the resources, I tried to, you know, get everything that I had going into this one so that it would seem more seamless. The only difference is really going to be the terrain and the landscape. So, okay, yeah, stream check is amazing. It's normally not that good. We're almost real time today. Hey, Kathy, welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. Yeah, thank you so much. Good to see you too. Should be a fun stream. I really am enjoying this game, I gotta be honest. Really enjoying this one. So, just to show you now, guys, I started doing like a big build in my last video and I got really confused. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to mirror this more to what I was doing in my first playthrough because I was really happy with it. It worked really well. So I just have a little 3x4 here. The only thing really in here is going to be the storage and the crafting table. Now the forge is coming, guys. That's coming. As soon as we start getting into the Bronze Age here, the forge is coming. So that's going to go right next to my workbench here. And again, just all storage. It's got the bed. Outside, I like this roof idea. It's just a real simple roof. You can see they're spread 3 apart on the beams, and then I got one overhang there. And that's a couple of different reasons. For one, it keeps the rain off of you when you're crafting, and if something needs to be undercover, it covers it. So just to show you here, this gate is not decaying. Normally these gates decay when they're just out in the open. You have to put a roof over them so they don't decay. Case in point, I'll show you the other side here. Got a roof. But this one, it's undercover, so it's good to go. So this is where all my crafting stuff is going to go, because guys, there's a lot. Like, you might be looking at all this covered space thinking, wow, that's a lot. Well, it is. But it's going to be needed. Not only that, I kind of put like a big umbrella out in the courtyard area because I hated going in and out of the rain. So I just kind of built something from roof to roof and a little ventilation area up there for the smoke to get out. But we're going to be putting the hearth or whatever, the heath, whatever the heck that thing is called, the great big giant campfire thing. And that needs cover, so a lot of different reasons. I just wanted to really fill it all in with a good amount of cover, so it'll be just a big open space where we'll be out of the rain. And anything that needs cover will have cover. Okay, so enough about that. I got a good head start, guys, because that might look like a lot of wood, but as soon as we start smelting, and we're going to be going through some coal, so that wood is going to disappear very, very quickly. So as I mentioned, everything that I had in the prior game is carrying over to this save file. So I've got the honey, and I set up my beehives already, and lucky me, there happen to be some red berry bushes right here, so I went ahead and fenced in all this. And that way berries will no longer be an issue. And the thing I really liked about this world seed is it's right by the spawn-in point where all the trophies go. So again, I was just really happy with it. It seems like for the most part the terrain is the same from my previous game. Not the previous stream, but the previous game, where I played this world seed in particular. It's the same-ish. I went south, I found the dark woods or whatever, black forest. I found differences in like where there's woods versus plains versus like meadow open areas. I don't know how to really explain that, but there are some minor differences. But for the most part, it feels like at least the landmass and the water so far, that's the same. And I know I kind of really trucked out a little ways, guys, but that was just so I could kind of get the resources that I had found in the prior stream. And that driftwood, or finewood, that was a big find, guys. And the only place I knew where I could get a quick one, where I found that, that shipwreck on this map, was here. So just wanted to point that out to you guys. There is a shipwreck there. You can beat that with your axe, and that will give you the finewood. And speaking of finewood, I was able to finally put that curtain down. It needed coal and finewood and maybe another thing or two there, but notice my comfort level is 9. So that's because I've got the fur rug down here. I don't even know if you can really see that. Got the fur rug down there. I got a table built. That's part of it. I got the chair, part of it. Being in shelter, that's part of it. There's a lot more to come that's going to go into that, but for now, that level 9 is decent. That's 16 minutes of that rested buff, and that is absolutely huge. Hey, what's up, Pink Parrot? Good to see you again tonight. It is Valheim time. Hey, that rhymes. I like that. It's Valheim time. I'm going to have to use that next opening. Alright guys, I will go ahead and just put a quick bookmark in here on my chat window so I know where I left off. And it's nighttime, that is no bueno. We are definitely going to go ahead and pass some time. So guys, getting into the Bronze Age means getting into a new biome. So now I know I stepped foot in there on yesterday's or whatever prior stream, but honestly I probably wasn't ready to do that, and the only reason I was able to get away with it was because I had the game set to passive enemies. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the combat in the game, but on that first playthrough, I was like, you know what, it's just too much. Like, you couldn't do anything for more than a minute or two, and then there's enemies coming up on you, and it just got to be way too much. If there was a way to turn that down, I would, but it seems like the only options are passive or non-passive. So, I'm just going to go with passive, you know, for the sake of the stream and time. Again, it was just way too much, way too frequent, and I felt like it was definitely going to be a hindrance in live stream. So anyway, guys, right where I left off, I did the boss fight. We got this trophy. So the very first thing I want to do here is show you guys what we're supposed to do. Now, these are in order, so it's like reading a book. It's going to go from left to right. So very first one was the deer fight, whatever his name was. And just to show you on the map where I did that boss fight on this map. And there's another table here. There's actually a couple of them, but it's the same boss fight, just different locations. So anyway, what we want to do is we want to hang that on the hook. And that is going to pop off some superpower type stuff here. I'm going to go ahead and activate that, absolutely. Now I can push both of my joysticks in at the same time, and that'll activate that superpower. And all that fun stuff you see there, it's going to cost less running stamina, less jumping stamina, less swimming stamina. So that's key, because if you get into a pickle where you're driving around in your ship and you're a little bit too far from shore, you can hit that superpower and you're going to swim farther, and you're going to have that for 300 seconds. So not a bad deal, Yo-Yo. So anyway, there's other uses I found that for, like farming, chopping wood. If I get into a fist fight and I feel like I'm going to be running and jumping and running around with my hair on fire, screaming for my life, I'll definitely pop that off. So I definitely wanted to show that because it is absolutely huge. That has really gotten me out of a jam a time or two during that first playthrough. So anyway, next will be the Elder, and that's going to be in the Dark Woods. And that fight will be coming up real soon, guys. As soon as we get the armor outfit all squared away and the armor weaponry, yeah, we're going to be going into that fist fight, and that'll open up the swamp for this guy. So again, they go in order. In my other playthrough, I just finished this one. Tough fight, not gonna lie. Actually, this one was a tough fight. I was like, wow, it's only the third one. This one I thought was super easy. So anyway, they don't necessarily get harder as you go. They're kind of zigzagged, it seems. So anyway, before we actually go, we have to craft the pickaxe. That is huge. Now, when I did that boss fight, it also dropped that, the hard antler. And guys, I'm going to craft 2 of those, and there's a reason for that. They break quick. So, you know, if you're out there and you're farming away and you don't want to have to run all the way back to base to, you know, repair that sucker, have a spare. Now, you're going to hit weight limit pretty quick, so, you know, it's not going to be much longer after that breaks. But I probably should have looked to see what that needed. Craft pickaxe, pickaxe, pickaxe. Where are you at? There you are. 10 wood, so I need 20 wood altogether to make that happen. And the good thing is the things are not super heavy. And antler pickaxe right at the top. Booyah, baby. Get 1 and get 2. I don't think these are upgradable. Honestly, don't know if I tried to do that on the last game. Huh. I'm not seeing it in there. I've got them crafted, but I don't see it on my upgrade. Unless I'm just spacing over it. Excuse me, it's definitely not there. Oh. Kathy, I just read your chat there about spelling. Check this out. I found carrot seeds and I was like, ooh, I need to mark that so I can show people about, you know, carrots and carrot seeds. And then I put it on the map and I was like, that is not spelled right. So I have no idea how you spell carrot, but yeah, there's a lot of that going around today. So anyway, yeah, we got our pickaxes. We are good to go. And I guess I will put those... Actually, no, scratch that. I'm not going to be pickaxing and using a torch at the same time, so... I like to have my hammer over here in case I need quick things to hammer. And I can actually get rid of that doohickey. I no longer need it. I like to have like quick reference type things here. My foods, you know, hammer. I had fire arrows, but I used them all in the antler fight. And that's the way I like my loadout. So we're going to hit weight long before we hit inventory. Like, long before. Actually, this suits me a little bit better here. Okay, now I got a nice clear inventory. We should be good to go. Make sure you have an axe. Make sure you have, you know, combat type stuffs. Good armor on, because guys, that biome is no joke. Now, I don't have my armor as upgraded as I could. I'm not going to do that just because we're going to be crafting bronze armor. I should be okay with enemies set to passive. In other words, they're not going to come attack me until, you know, I throw the first punch. So I'm going to try to avoid combat. I'm really just there for the resources for now. Not only are we going to be going out for tin and copper, we also need to find the burial chambers, guys. And I have a bunch of those marked. So I've got 1, 2, 3... And I found a couple up here along the way, 4 and 5. So that should be enough for the Surtling Cores. I don't know how to pronounce that. Surtling Cores. Forgive me if that's butchered. I have absolutely no idea how to say that. But it's like a red core, and we need 5 of them for the smelter and 5 of them for the charcoal maker. So 10 altogether just to get going in the Bronze Age here. So yeah, we're definitely going to be doing some dungeon diving, as well as getting the tin and the copper. So I think what I'm going to do first is... let's go this way, because I can probably get some tin and some copper. And some of those cores. Hopefully we can get at least 5, so I can put the smelter down. So we can get going with that. Before I actually do anything, I'm going to eat. I'm gonna stay fed, guys, because it can be a real party here, especially if you start getting into some combat. Now, I've already got the finewood, and as soon as I find those cores that I keep talking about, I'll need one more material to make portals. And guys, that's huge. The portals are a game changer. So normally what you have to do is run back and forth, just with a ton of weight, you know, because the metal, it's going to weigh a lot. I mean, a lot. You're going to get like 15 or 20 nuggets, and you're going to be overweight already. Now, I've got a pretty empty inventory, so I might be able to scoop up a few more than that. I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but it's just really quick weight in a very short period of time. So unfortunately, the only workaround to running back and forth 50,000 times is build a ship, which we can't even build yet, or the cart. Now guys, I'm not gonna lie. I tried the cart, I played with the cart, I hated the cart. Yeah, thanks, Kathy. It was a lot of work, I'm not gonna lie. I started that little adventure last night. I was up until like 3:30 in the morning building that stupid build. But I was like, no, I gotta get it done so I can stream tomorrow. So yeah, I might be a little tired today, and I might be talking a little bit fast because of that. When I get tired, I tend to talk fast. But, so anyway, back to the cart. Yeah, I hated it, guys. In theory, it sounds great. It sounds like it's, you know, the god's gift to the Valheim player. But, I'm sitting there trying to pull my cart across the landscape, and it's hanging up on everything, every little twig, every little bush, every little rock, every little hilltop. So that was already starting to get frustrating, and then, because I didn't have anything set to passive, I was just playing, you know, my first playthrough, everything was attacking me. And you think, okay, no big deal, you just put the cart down, you get into combat. No. No, 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 no. Something attacks you, and you cannot just put the cart down. You have to, like, move the cursor around and try to find the little magic pixel to activate to put the cart down. So you're standing there taking damage a lot, and then you finally found the magic pixel to put the cart down, and then, you know, you go get in your little fist fight, you win because you're victorious. But that's not it. Then you try to go pick your cart back up to, you know, go on your merry way, and then it says, not in the proper position. And then you're like, okay, well, where's the proper position? Like, it's in the ground somehow, and you cannot pick the thing back up. So anyway, like I said, that just, it sounds like a lot of frustration. It is a lot of frustration. So that's my own spiel on the cart. So what I do to work around all of that nonsense, you know, the next best thing is probably the ship. But again, getting back to going back and forth 50,000 times, it felt less fun to me and more frustration and work. And I don't like to feel like work in a video game. So I just activate the portal in settings to be able to transfer metal through there. Because right now metal is blocked going through the portals. I don't know why they do us like that. Anyway, just real quick map shot of where I am here. This is my first dungeon, the Burial Crypt. So anyway, yeah, to me that's just a needless source of frustration and aggravation, blocking metal from going into the portals. So I went ahead and changed that setting so we can bring metal through the portals. And that'll really help to speed things up in the playthrough and during the live streams here, and cause a lot of less frustrations. So anyway, very first crypt, guys. I think I took you all into one on the last stream, and that was only because I found one and I needed skeleton bones. So there it is, guys. As soon as we get those Surtling Cores, jeez, I can't say that. Surtling Cores. There's no L. Surtling. Baby. The cores. So yeah, as soon as we get the cores, a whole bunch of crafting specs will open up. And this is where the game really starts opening up, guys. This is what gets us into the Bronze Age. But again, we need 5 of those cores for the kiln, and we need 5 of those cores for the smelter. So the stone is no big deal. I got a whole bunch of that in the bank. It's the cores that's really going to kind of dictate how quickly I can get this stuff going here. So we need 10. Thank goodness I'm on triple time for the resource drops. That should come hopefully relatively quickly, assuming I've got enough places to find them in the next couple of dungeons. Actually, I might already be pretty close to that. Yes, please. Don't forget to look at the floor, these amber pearls. I don't know what they're for yet. I know they sell. Same thing with the amber. I know the amber sells. But whenever a video game gives you like a whole bunch of this stuff, I tend to think there's a reason for that. And guys, on my first playthrough, I had like 5-6 stacks of just regular skeleton bones saved up in chests, and I was like, man, I'm never going to use these. I got rid of them all, and then lo and behold, I got to a point in the game where I needed a whole bunch of those, and I was very mad at myself. I was like, I knew better! Why did I do that? So anyway, just anytime a video game is just throwing a whole bunch of stuff at you, build the chest, get it get it stored somewhere, keep it, because chances are pretty good it'll definitely come into play at some point. So anyway, whenever I'm doing these dungeons, because they can get super confusing, I have a right rule or a left rule, so either pick one or the other. Righty-tighty or lefty-loosey, whatever you're gonna do. Stick with that. That way you don't get lost. So when I first came in here, I guess I did a righty-tighty thing. And so yeah, I'll just kind of stick to that then throughout the rest of the dungeon here. And those yellow mushrooms, guys, those will come into play also. They're really good for stamina. So check this out. You can get 10 health and 30 stam out of that. Whereas that was doing 8 health and 35 stam. So it's about the same on the health, but definitely a little lower on the stam. But later on in the game, you'll be cooking with these, so definitely grab them while the getting is good. So sticking with my righty-tighty rule here. Oh, and whenever you see these rock formations, it usually means there's some loose objects in there. Now, of course, there's not this time, but normally there is, so always be sure and check those. Exactly, Pink Parrot, and like I said, I knew better! Like, it happens in every game I've ever played. Like, okay, you know, I've got way too much of this, I'm just gonna get rid of it. And by the way, I do not have things set to aggressive, they're set to passive. Normally the skeletons would be coming after you, but they're on passive, so they won't do anything until I smack them first. So I'll just go ahead and stick to my righty-tighty here. I'm going to try to clear this sucker out. Get it all, guys, get it all. Looks like I hit a dead end here. There's a lot of appendages in these crypts. A lot of little dead ends. And I might already have the cores I need. Now, in addition to the 10 we need for the smelter and the charcoal maker, we also need them for the portals. And the way the portals work is you have to build 2. One at the base and one where you want a portal to. And that takes 2 cores each, so we need another 4 cores to make the portals happen. Actually, I should have the recipe for the portal. No, I need one more ingredient, actually. And that's an enemy we're going to be encountering in the Dark Forest. So, after I'm done with this crypt, I might detour and go into the Dark Woods just for a moment, kill a few enemies that I know I need to kill. Oh wow, I just came out back to the beginning. Okay, now if that happens, I go back in reverse order and I still do the righty-tighty thing. That way if I missed a hallway or a room, I'll hit it. So, just, yeah, a bunch of right turns here until I pop back out in that beginning area. Okay, I remember this room. I love the, like, foreboding music in these things. It's like the stuff on nightmares. Okay, so we're back in the middle now, so yeah. There's only one way in, one way out, so you don't have to worry about that. Like, you won't have to worry about finding another exit or anything like that. So I've got door number 1, door number 2. Time for door number 3. Let's go ahead and do righty-tighty again. Ooh, he's a 1-star. I might have to smack him a few times. 1-stars are a little tougher. They usually drop better stuff. Sometimes you'll get a trophy out of them. The 2-star, same thing. It just kind of goes up from there. There's a progression. I've never seen a 3-star anything, knock on wood. Worst I've come across is 2-star. Okay, nothing down here. Opening doors is usually scary because, you know, that's when everything's going to start rushing you. And as I mentioned, there's loose stuff here on the floor. Oh, wow. That's a party. Let's go ahead and pick them off one at a time, shall we? I don't think my armor is good enough to take a whole bunch of whacks. Whoop. A swing and a miss. Up, bada bada bada, swing, bada bada bada. Okay, a whole bunch of yellow mushrooms here. I need to keep an eye on my inventory. Wait, yeah, we're good. Sometimes that can really fill up quickly, especially when you're getting, like, all these new and different resources that are in these things. Ouch. He hit back. Ooh, we're going downstairs to nowhere. Sometimes there'll be a door in another room down here with, like, the final room is what I call that, but that might have been it. So that's probably it for this dungeon. Booyah, baby. That's it, guys. It's pretty straightforward. They're all the same. The layouts are going to be different, but if you can just remember lefty-loosey or righty-tighty, you should be right as rain. So now I've only got the 2 cores, so if I want to build one more portal, I'm going to have to find another dungeon. And since I'm good on inventory and weight, I will go ahead and go to the next one here. And I like to keep these marked, so I will X them off as I complete them so I know where it is. But I know I've already been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Oh, I mentioned the enemies that we need for the drops, for the portals. It's a blue eyeball. And guys, they're abundant here in the woods. The dark foot, excuse me. Oh, wow, hiccup o'clock. In the dark forest. Now, normally, I'd already be dead. But I have it on passive, so that's not going to do anything, thank God. Because that thing would have already chased me down and hit me once and I'd be a dead man. So yeah, passive. Passive, passive, passive. When I came in here on just regular game mode, wow, it was tough. I mean, every time something started charging me, I would just have to run away screaming with my hair on fire, begging for my life. Of course, there's a bunch of skeletons, and now I'm not seeing those monsters. It's basically the same thing we've already seen in the meadows. They're just tougher enemies. And I cannot believe I don't see a ton of these things just walking around. That's a new resource. We're going to need them, so start scooping those up. Oh, those phalites are so much fun! I cannot wait to build those for you when we get back to base. Okay, I'm not going to dip into that dungeon just yet. I want the stuff I need for the portal. But we cannot build said portal until we get those eyeballs. So yeah, anyway, the goblin-looking things that we've already been killing in the meadows that drop the resin. I think it's called resin. It's like the next step up from that enemy. And they have blue eyes, so like there's no mistaking which one it was. The one in the meadows have yellow eyes. Wow, guys, I am not kidding. Normally these things are coming out of the woodwork. And now I can't seem to find one when I need one. And that's just how it goes. They be like that sometimes. And of course I'm seeing like deer left and right. I'm not here for the deer. Shiny rocks. No touchy. What is that? Okay, it's another... That's probably good on the thistle for a while. And that one's stuck. Blueberries, yeah, we're going to be using that for cooking, crafting. Might as well get them while the getting is good. I think I might have already gotten ahead on these a little bit when I played ahead on this map here. So I probably don't need a ton at the moment. I cannot believe I don't see these gray dwarfs. Like, my mind is blown right now that I've been trucking through this for this amount of time and I have not seen a single one. Something is amiss. Now I'm getting back into meadows. Oh, this is mind-boggling. And normally they're more abundant at night. Man, it's like the deer and the hogs all over again from the last stream. Running around for an hour trying to find the deer I needed. Well, we'll just go dungeon diving, I guess. See if we have any better luck when I come back out. Actually, if weight will allow me, I can take a little bit of metal back with me. And we can start smelting metal while we're out doing other stuff. Okay, this time I'm going to try righty-tighty. Just to switch it up a little bit. And I just realized I need a torch, and I have no torch. That's going to be hard for you guys to see what I'm doing. Well, I guess I'll just go through this. I just need a couple more cores, so I don't have to go far into it. Actually, I'll save that until it gets into a darker area. So yeah, what did I say? Righty-tighty? Or lefty-loosey? I'm all turned around now. Yeah, lefty-loosey. Jeepers. Dude, he had a bow. He was ready to clock me. Dude, he smacked me good. Get him, get him, get him! Okay, righty-tighty. Ooh, those are good. They sell, but again, you get a lot of them, so I'm wondering if that isn't going to be needed for crafting at some point. So sell maybe a few, but definitely keep a lot back. Okay, the stairwell that goes nowhere. Some mushrooms. Another thing that I like to get the mushrooms for is it's kind of like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs. If you're going into an area and you see a whole bunch, that means you probably haven't been there yet. Okay, there it is, guys. I got my portals. So we've got the smelter, we've got the charcoal maker, and we've got 2 portals. Assuming I can find those stupid gray dwarfs. Out of my way, dude. He just shot me in the face. Uncool, bro. I just realized I could probably be eating while I'm in here. I don't want to die doing something silly. And I kind of feel like I'm about to do that. I lost my track now. Did I already go down there? Yes. That's right. That was another right-hand deal. That's just a big dead end. Okay, back to the chest room. Wait a minute. How did I get so turned around? That's right, I'm going lefty. Man, I'm getting all turned around. I just need to pick a direction and stick with it, I guess, from now on. I went lefty-loosey first. That's right. Lefty-loosey. I love Lucy. Remember the Lucy. Alright, guys, so lefty-loosey is done. When I come back in here, it looks like there's no right. But there is a straight. I'm just have to remember to go straight. Okay, now fingers crossed we can get our Grey Dwarfs. Because you need 10 of those freaking eyeballs for one portal. So we need 20 eyeballs altogether. There they are. Alright. Come to Papa. Good thing I got the food going, because this might be a tough fight. I honestly don't know where I'm at with this. Oh good, it's a one hit from behind. And it's got more resin in case I need to build a torch. So yeah guys, get them while the getting is good. There are some nests with like a respawner. Oh! 2-star. I guess we'll try it. He's probably going to smack me good. He might even one-hit me. Nope, I got lucky. Oh wow, look at all those eyeballs. We definitely want to clear some space for that. Okay, there it is. Portal, baby. Booyah! That ward, that's a good thing to have if you're playing PvP. It makes it so that it locks all the doors, so you can keep other players out of your base, out of your buildings, out of your treasure chests. Ooh, I want to pick up that trophy, too. One bone, I think I can live without that. Booyah, baby. Okay, now since I'm good to go, I've got everything I need. Wait, where's the eyeballs? 12? No, scratch that. I need more eyeballs. I need more eyeballs. I guess I wasn't picking them up. Feels like I should have more eyeballs than that. Unless they didn't drop them, either that or, you know, I just didn't pick them up. That thing scared me to half death there. I was like, what is that? I saw green eyes glowing and that was it. Okay, I'll go ahead and drop a save there since the world save's going to do it anyway. Okay, come on, Grey Dwarfs, I need a couple more of y'all. Normally when you see this like glitter glowing stuff, it indicates some kind of a spawn point. Not to say things are going to spawn like quickly, but normally when I see something like that there were enemies around, so I'm assuming it has something to do with that. Because they're always in the same place, like I don't see those move around, so I don't know. Oh, copper node, guys. So they just look like giant rocks. But the veins, the graphics aren't the best in the game, so it's sometimes kind of hard to make that out. But I just wanted to point that out on screen here, what the copper node looks like. And since my inventory is unfortunately super full, I cannot grab the metal right now. Actually, I could. I could just throw down a couple of random things and pick it up later. Like the berries, that can go. Actually, the stone can go. I got plenty of stone back at base. Then you just start swinging away. I've been working on the railroad. Now I've got triple time going on the drop, so thank God this will not take forever. Because guys, this really does take forever. Like normally you sit here hacking away at this block of rock, and you might get one nugget out of the deal. It's like, really? One? And then you hack away, you know, at it forever in a day, and then you get another one. So, yeah, triple time is definitely the way to go on the resource drops. Not only that, guys, the requirements are absolutely insane. Like, to upgrade one piece of the bronze armor, I think they want like 30 ingots. 30! 30! Or maybe it's not the armor, maybe it was the axe or something. I honestly can't remember. I just remember looking at that and my jaw dropped. I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm not playing this game on triple time because that's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I got 7 nuggets there. I probably want at least 10 if... No, wait a minute, I gotta think of the weight too. What do they weigh? 10 pounds each, so I can only hold like 3 more anyway. Might as well go ahead and get them. And I'll just go ahead and hotfoot it back to base. But I'll show you guys a little fun thing you can do here. So check this out. We got our nuggets, all 10 of them. And you can only throw a 10 into the refiner at one time, so that's perfect. But check this out. I can go ahead and drop a portal here. Now you gotta put down a bench first, I forgot about that. Go ahead and throw down my spare for now. I'll remember that's here. I'll go chop some wood real quick so that I can put that bench down. I want to put the portal down. First of all, let's go see what the bird wants to talk about. Yeah, thanks, brother. I got that. So the fur you can chop, but the great big tall skinny ones you cannot. We need the bronze axe for that. Wait a minute, what happened here? Oh, nuts. Oh, I'm weighted. Okay, well, I'm not going far. Not only that, when I build this, it'll take some weight off. How many do I have? 10 exactly. Perfect. Go ahead and drop that. And then the portal is misc. So it doesn't matter where you put that. I'm going to put it right by the node, though. Wait a minute. Oh, the finewood! That's right! I got that back at base. Okay. So I cannot actually get that just yet. Hold that thought. I need the bench anyway, so that worked out. Now, what did I throw down for that? Starting to lose track of what I threw out. Yeah, you can plant trees too, by the way. That's a lot of fun. And for the life of me, I have no idea what I threw out there. Okay, I'll come back and pick everything up, I guess, just to make sure I'm not dropping anything important. And I might not have enough finewood for 2 portals. I might have to go back to that shipwreck that I pointed out earlier on and get more finewood. I only broke one piece of the thing. So yeah, for now, let's just go ahead and head back to base, since I can't really do anything else at the moment anyway. Wow, guys, when I get these portals down, this will really speed things up. Like, you have no idea. The days of running back and forth are over, assuming you've got the materials. And guys, I want to show you, I developed a really good portal system. It took a lot of trial and error. There were a lot of building and tearing down portals in my first playthrough, but I finally narrowed it down, and I came up with a real good system. So at the end of the day, what I ended up with was 2 portals back at base, and one would be 0 at all times. That would never change. I would have a number 0 portal at base, no matter what. And then the second portal was the one I would use to go out to different locations to do farming, to do a boss fight, just whatever the case may be. So basically what I would do is, I would be out in the world somewhere and I'd be like, oh, there's, you know, a spot I need to do something with. I would drop a portal. I would have the materials with me to make sure I could do that. Wait, where am I going here? Whoops. And I would name it 0. And then I would portal myself back to base at 0. And then what I would do is I would go to my other portal at the base and name it whatever I wanted that portal's name to be. So now at my base, I've got whatever the name's going to be, say number 1, and I still have my number 0. That's why you have to have 2 portals at the base. So anyway, then I would go back through portal 0, go back to my destination, and then when that spit me out, I would turn around and rename that portal to 1. So now that frees up my number 0 for future, purposes. And then number 1 is now connected to base and the site. And it worked out like a charm. Like, I was really happy with it, and I definitely want to showcase that as I get into my playthrough here. Well, I really went the wrong way here. I thought I could just turn south and go to base, but I forgot I have to go around the giant lake first. See, that's what happens when I'm jibber-jabbering. I'm not paying attention. And then I start running around in circles for no reason. Alright, so another thing that I realized is a little bit different with this map versus my first playthrough map is that the densely wooded areas seem to be different, like in different areas. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, you know, maybe I chopped down too many trees and I forgot what it looked like when it first started or something like that, you know, it's possible. But one thing that I did notice was on my first playthrough, I had a whole bunch of trees right by my base. Well, after I got into the Bronze Age and I started going through metal, I started going through wood and I started chopping down like all the trees. And I just wound up with this great big wide open field. Well, when I needed to go farm like deer, I had to really go out a ways to find deer because I had no more wooded areas. So I think what I'm going to do different in this playthrough is, and I've already started kind of doing this because I had the thought earlier on, is if I find like a whole bunch of trees in a real tight spot, I'll just chop like one or two down. So like maybe here I would chop this one down, maybe this one, you know, and then maybe a couple of these. And that thins things out a little bit also so you can actually see the freaking deer, because sometimes it's tough to see them, like there's just too many woods in the way. Not only that, the woods are still in the area, so the deer will still spawn in. And I noticed where I chopped all the trees down in my first playthrough and I made like a big wide open deforested area. No more deer, no more pigs. Speaking of deer, what's up, buddy? Come on, Bob. I'm so close I can taste it. Alright, so... yeah, Pink Parrot, to answer your question there, the seeds will drop randomly. They're somewhat rare. You might chop 10 or 20 trees down and only get one drop. Sometimes they're a little bit more frequent than that, but that's probably a pretty good mental idea of about what you're looking at to get those seeds. Oh, I think that's what I threw out at the other area, the pine cone. That's right. Okay, noted. Funny that I brought one stone back. Jeepers. So yeah, you guys can see I got a little bit ahead here on stuff, because again, I knew I'd be needing it. So the smelter, that requires a ton of stone, and so does the other thing that I mentioned. So speaking of, yeah, let's go ahead and get some metal cooking, shall we? Go over to crafting. First things first, I want to put down... Ooh, you know what? I might actually put down 2 of these. Not right now, but at some point there will be 2 of these. Just so we can kind of speed things up, so I'll have to push that fence back out a little ways. Maybe I'll have them kind of lean into each other a little bit. That's being finicky. Yeah, maybe not. That might confuse it a little bit. Oh, whoops. I just got done talking about that. We need the stone. And we'll need some stamina for that. Actually, before I do anything, I need to download some of this stuff. Clear up a little bit of room. Got a new trophy there, booyah. My dungeon chest is over here. It's like all things dungeon, that's where that stuff's gonna start going. Yellow mushrooms is the exception because that's a cooking ingredient, so that's kind of like a separate type of deal. And I'm going to set up like my kitchen area out here, so all my cooking stuff's going to go into these. So like cooked meals here, raw ingredients, and plant life and honey. Nice. Oh wait, I need some honey, jeepers. Okay, no reason to take more than you need because that's weight. Actually, I probably want the thistle in there also. It's full, isn't it? Jeepers. That happened awful fast. I guess we'll use that for overflow. There are more chests coming, bigger ones. I think we need iron, so that'll be the next metal after bronze. And that'll be really nice. It's like double the capacity of these things. So yeah, definitely excited to put those down when the time comes. And I guess the gold can also go into the all things dungeon case. Whoops, I need the cores. Huh, I knew I'd be weighted. That's why I ate the extra stam. I'm not sure how wide these are going to have to be put down. And I want to be out of the weather when I'm doing this stuff. So that's another reason for the overhang here, so I can stand here and do my business without getting wet. Okay, now I'm only going to put down one for now, again, because of the cores. That's 5 cores per. But yeah, we'll definitely want a second one there, which means I'll have to kind of put this a little bit out of the way. Right about there ought to do. What's up, Doc? Alright guys, exciting time. Now we're not in the Bronze Age technically until we pick up our first ingot. And I don't have the metal to do all this with. So first thing is the copper. The second thing is the tin. So when I go back for the finewood, I'll also pick up some more tin. And I do want to fence this off just because I do have attacks on. And I don't want things getting into the base. But I'll just do a real quick makeshift fence. Kind of going out. Hopefully, you know, this will leave enough wiggle room. And those things are awful big. That might not even do it. Oh. Wrong buttons! It's definitely a thing. And that still isn't... No. Wow. Those things are beefy. I just pictured the "Where's the beef lady?" That came out of nowhere. Okay, hopefully that'll accommodate that. I guess we'll find out when the time comes. Just for now, I normally wouldn't want that to be exposed, but nuts. That's okay. We need the wood. We need the wood. So I'm gonna get some metal smelting. The copper can get started in the meantime while we're out doing the tin run. The tin/finewood run. And so yeah, we're gonna dump a whole bunch of wood into here. And then I burned a whole bunch of meat and made a whole bunch of coal. So coal goes in one side of this thing. Where's the hole? Uh-oh. I don't think I orientated that correctly. Nuts. No, I sure didn't. The thing that looks like it has a tongue sticking out, that has to face you, because there's 3 sides of this thing you have to work with. Why won't it let me place it? Oh, it wants me to have stamina for that? Okay. Right about there ought to do. Yeah, well, oh, the stone. Why is this so hard? There it is. Okay, so again, getting back to, you know, the whole coal. Coal goes in one side. And it takes 2 coal for 1 ingot. So 20 coal goes in and only 10 metal go in. And that's going to make a whole bunch of copper ingots, 10 to be exact. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this garbage. Yeah, I sure don't. I didn't have the finewood after all. So I was close. I had 30 other things, but we definitely need to go on that finewood/tin run. So yeah, guys, that's going to make the copper. We'll go out for the tin. We'll come back and make the tin. And then we'll be in the Bronze Age officially. I'll get rid of that resin too while we're at it. And actually, while I'm here, I think I can go ahead and put down a portal. One of them, anyway. Yepers. So let's see, we need 20 finewood, 10 eyeballs, and 2 cores. That's it, guys. That's our portal. It's an exciting moment. Now, of course, I can't go anywhere in it just yet. Now, this is going to be my number 1 portal. It's the first one I'll have a spot to go into in the world. And I want to be close to, like, where it's going to go, because the metal weighs a lot, guys. I mean, the metal weighs a literal ton. So let's go ahead and put that portal, like, close to where it's going to wind up. But somewhere out of the way where I won't be running into it by accident all the time. This might actually be a good spot for it right here. And it looks like there's a little arrow on the floor. I don't know if you guys can see that. It kind of like points our direction. And if you spin it around, you kind of can't see that anymore. Not only that, the bigger arm on the upper, like, thorns, the big fat double thorn, like going off the top to the left, that's how I always know. That always faces left. Okay, so I'm going to put that, like, behind the chests to a degree. Actually, no, that feels clumsy to me. Hold on. This is kind of an important placement, so... I just picked up an ingot by accident, so we're officially in the Copper Age, at least. I'm probably going to wind up moving this, because that feels like it's going to be in the way. But for now, it gets us going. So anyway, I'll go ahead and name this number 1. And now when I build the other portal, I'll name it number 1, and the 2 will connect. And it'll be a beautiful thing. Okay, whoops, I just thought of something here. I'm gonna put down a chest over here with like metal and other things can go into it. Yeah, that cooker is going to be a problem. I'll try it here, see if that allows enough wiggle room. Two ought to do it. And keep it cooking, guys. I'm telling you, you're going to go through this stuff, so just keep it going. Every time you get ready to leave base, dump more in there. In fact, I can probably dump those in. Yeah, that portal's going to be a problem. Where can we go where it won't be like right smack dab in the way? I guess here my first thought was probably good. I'm just worried about running into it when I like want to go hit those chests. Or, you know, I'm in a hurry to go out the gate and I'm sprinting and I run into it. Yeah, that's going to get moved again. But for now, for stream time, and I'll shiny rock myself with that later. Yep, let's go ahead and get rid of stuff. I picked up that ingot, doggone it. Okay, so this should be, knock on wood, should be the last time I have to run over there like a caveman. Once we have technology and we get the portal going, we'll be golden. Make sure my empty, yep, good to go. Never hurts to eat food. Actually, let's go ahead and sleep the night away. That's always a better idea. Not only that, that drops a hard save. And wow, I just got a hankering for some chocolate. We're going to have to do something about that. I have a Ritter Sport sitting in the kitchen. Coconut flavor. Never had that before. It was given to me for my birthday. So maybe I'll try that with y'all for the first time ever. But first, let's go ahead and eat up. Arm up, suit up, and eat up, guys. That is definitely a thing in this game. I will be right back. Back in the saddle again. So first I gotta open the wrapper. There's definitely coconut in there. Wowzers. Go, Bob, go! Oh, look at this. We're in a fog. There's nothing as scary as trying to drive your ship through the ocean in dense fog where you cannot see a thing. That's not a gray dwarf. Because the prospect of running into land is a real thing. Like an athlete. I've never understood why they call these things Ritter Sport. Sports have nothing to do with chocolate. They never have. And it's not like it's a healthy, performance-enhancing chocolate. It's just, well, chocolate. Alright guys, so I've eaten the Ritter Sport coconut. It's good. I don't know if I'm a fan. I don't know. If I'm just in the mood for chocolate, that probably wouldn't be the first thing I reached for. But it's good. It'll definitely get consumed. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about that. This was actually sent to me early for my birthday, which isn't more than another month away. So I think technically I was supposed to wait on eating it. But when you want chocolate now. And waiting for a birthday just does not seem copacetic at that point. Alright, I need the eyeball, so we're going to tromp around in the dark woods for a bit. But we're going to go along the coast, and the reason we go along the coast is that's where your tin is going to be. So anywhere in the dark forest biome along the shoreline, that's where you're going to find your tin. And it sticks out pretty good, like you can definitely tell it's tin and not just a normal rock. Unless it's underwater, sometimes those get a little tricky. But anywhere you see these pine trees, guys, the fir, that's an indicator you are definitely in the right biome. And just look like on the shoreline, in the water a little bit, and maybe even up on shore a little bit. So I'm kind of like scanning left, right, looking for the tin nodes. And they're definitely around. Hey, Joker Plays, what is up, man? Hope you're having a good evening, sir. You caught me just in time for the Bronze Age, brother. Exciting times. This is when the game really opens up. So there it is, guys. There's a tin node. And if you cursor it, it'll definitely tell you what it is. But sometimes right under the water line, the cursor won't show you. So I got lucky there, it did. But yeah, sometimes it just will not be there for you. Now I gotta keep in mind I need some of that finewood too. So like I don't want to get too much tin just yet. Because right now the priority is the travel gate, so I don't have to keep running back and forth. And then we'll get the tin. But yeah, just definitely wanted to showcase that. Now it takes 2 copper 2 copper ingots to 1 tin ingot to get, I'll remember, this is where I left off, so I always mark that on my map. That's another node. So yeah, you definitely need a lot more copper to the tin. Double time. So anyway, I've got that. I'm going to go on up to my shipwreck and get my finewood. Hopefully I'm not weighted too much just yet. It's going to be cutting it awful close. 20 finewood is 40 pounds. Yeah, we're good. Just, but we're good. I'm also going to start cursoring over these big boulders that I see, because I can't always visually tell that it's going to be a, Oh, there's a troll. Good thing I got the game on passive right now. I'd already be dead. No joke. Yeah, so the chocolate, I don't know, on second taste... get up. Come on, Bob, no sleeping on the job. I just had another piece, and yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely going to eat this, don't get me wrong, but I probably wouldn't be buying it again. Like, it's not a favorite. It's not like peanut butter M&Ms when I instantly fell in love. Okay, we got 6 of those. Oh, here's a brute, so that's the next one up the chain of the food chain here. But I don't want the brute. I want the blue eyes for the portals. Now that thing, I'm going to leave it alone. That's a nest. Now if this was on aggressive, I would definitely, you know, be tearing that down, because that's what spawns them. So if that's still there, they're going to keep coming. And this shaman, that thing is a nuisance. That heals all the other guys around. So like, if you're getting swamped, it can get into a situation where you're just swinging your axe around and you're not doing anything, because that shaman is healing everything. So that shaman has got to be your priority. Kill the shaman. Kill the shaman. Alright, so that shipwreck, it should be coming up here. It's that white dot, I do believe. I hope. Yep, shipwreck. And I think there was a chest here. I did not loot it, because normally shipwreck loot is good. That's good. So that's like dungeon loot there. Don't mind if I do. I'm not here for that. I am actually here... Oh, that bear? That's a tough fight. See, I'm going to want my bronze axe. I'm going to want my bronze armor before I even think about trying to kill a bear. And thank goodness I got the game set to passive right now, because, again, I'd already be dead. There it is, guys. My free finewood. Oh, nuts. Thought I had more away. Oh, that's right. I looted that chest. That's a problem. I need at least 20 for the gate. Okay, we got it. So I'm going to go back to that dungeon. Or not dungeon, the node. The copper node. I hope. I forgot to look at the map and make sure I knew where I was and what I was doing there. Bob's all wet, so his stam regen is tanked right now. So that's not going to be a great day for farming, because it takes stam to swing that pickaxe. There's another bear. Oh, there's a super suit that comes with a set bonus. If you can kill enough bears. It takes a lot of bear hide, but I didn't really like it because it strengthened you offensively, but it weakened you defensively, and I just found I was dying a lot. So yeah, it just wasn't for me. Okay guys, here it is. Joyous moment. Portal time. Stop. Portal time. So I'm going to want to be close to that node, so when I'm weighted I don't have super far to walk. Look at that, it's already ready to go. Oh, did I forget to bring the cores? I forgot to bring the cores. Remember when I said this would be the last time I had to run all the way over here like a caveman? Yeah, go ahead and forget that I even said that, because we have to run all the way back over here one more time like we're a caveman. Because I forgot the cores. Not only that, I need a few more eyeballs anyway, so eyeballs and cores. Okay, jeepers. Unbelievable. But what I can do, thinking ahead, I can toss out the finewood. Ugh! Bro. Buttons! There we go. I gotta drink my can of Get Right. So I'm gonna toss out the 20 that I need. Take those back, store them. Then I can carry back a little bit more metal. Wow, I needed one more freaking eyeball. I'm going to prioritize the metal for right now until I get that portal built. Ah, there's the stone. Go ahead and grab my pickaxe while I'm at it. Okay, that's good enough for now. I gotta run all the way back like we're a caveman. Oh, I thought I was doing so good there too. I was so proud of myself. And then somebody popped my balloon. I popped my balloon. It's called not planning ahead. Actually, that's a good habit for me to get back into. In my other game, I just always made it a habit. 20 finewood, 10 eyeballs, 2 cores. I never left home without them. That way, no matter what, no matter where I wound up, you know, if I needed to heal, if I needed to fix my weapons, just a number of things could go wrong. You could die. Bada bing, bada bing. You already had a portal down. So yeah, just in my mind, 3 inventory slots are as good as spoken for from here on out in my game. The portal is money. Pop T commands? What does that mean? Pop T commands. Am I reading that right? I feel like I should know this, if I am reading that right. Oh, gotcha, Joker. Okay, yeah, that went right over my head. Did I mention I was up until 3:30 last night playing this stupid game? I wonder if there's an emoji to pop a balloon. I've never looked. There are balloon emojis. And there might be a needle emoji, so I mean you could do like the needle emoji and then the balloon emoji. And then people would just have to use their imagination. Another reason to Twitch. We're hunting wabbit. So yeah, that's another reason to Twitch. Yeah, my words are definitely broken. That's that whole 3 a.m. kicking in, guys. Woo! Yeah, so Joker was definitely the one telling me about that Twitch. There's the balloon! Alright! Pink parrot with the win. What are we doing here? More metal. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the tin in. Or whatever it'll throw in there. I don't really care at this point. Okay, gotta refill the coal. So this can be happening while we're out doing other stuff. This way we're not standing here on live stream watching metal melt. Because nobody wants to watch metal melt. What else am I doing here? Get rid of the wood. Okay, so we need the eyeballs, absolutely. We need 20 fine wood altogether, which is already over there, so I can dump... Oops. I can dump that. Okay, so 10 eyeballs, 20 fine wood already there. And the 2 freaking cores! Wow, I didn't have a surplus of those, did I? Okay, I've got my rested reset. Sweet freaking deal. Drop a save. Never hurt no one. And if the game will allow it, I will go ahead and pass the night away. It might be late enough in the evening. Kind of hard to tell. Bob goes to bed early. Very early. Didn't quite scratch the chocolate itch, so now I got actual chocolate. This is my emergency chocolate stash, by the way. So yeah, definitely a fitting time for it. Do we... Yeah, I don't know. Joker, if I ever get that Twitch thing figured out, we might be on video chat for like 3 hours worth of technical support so you can help me figure it out. Or better yet, if you're ever in town, maybe I'll buy you a lobster dinner or something for hooking me up. Alright guys, the last time we have to run all the way over here on our own 2 feet like a caveman. Last time. This is it. This is the final adventure. It's the final countdown. Nom nom nom. So good. Nothing like a nice cold glass of milk to wash that down. It's funny, when I first switched from milk to soy milk, drinking soy milk after the chocolate didn't quite have the same yummy to it. But now that I'm used to the soy milk, I crave it after chocolate. And I don't like regular milk anymore. Pretty freaking crazy how that flip-flopped like that. Oh, here's another source for finewood, by the way, the oak trees. We cannot chop that down with our stone axe, though. We have to have the bronze axe. Same thing with the birch. That also does finewood. So that'll really open up that finewood to us once we get that new axe crafted. And then you can axe me no more questions. See what I did there? Bob the athlete. So getting back to like chocolate and milk, that whole, you know, offset, that go really well together. One of our favorite pastimes when the kids were little, we would put 3 glass mugs, like big hefty beer mug type mugs, in the freezer. That's step 1. Before you do anything, mugs in freezer. Empty, just mugs. Step 2, fire up the oven. Get it baking to 350 for cookies. Chocolate chip cookie dough, baby. We always had it. Ready to go, in the fridge. The little cube kind, but we didn't care. So yeah, go ahead and bake your cookies on up. They come out nice and warm and gooey. You pull those mugs out of the freezer, fill them up with milk, and then you have like the frosty, crystal-y edges going on in the milk. So good! So good! Like my toes are literally wiggling right now just thinking about that. There's another wrapper crinkle alert. Yep. Yummy. I'm running into trees right now because I'm eating. Whoa! Oh, did I know about this one? No, it's not marked. Hot dog. Man, that one was really well camouflaged. Like, you don't even know that one's there until you're looking at it from the front. Dang. Alright, back to our little campsite here. Which it's not even a campsite, it's just a site. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick up everything. Make sure I didn't dump something important. Because it's important. Okay, I got everything. Here it is, guys. Joyous moment. No more caveman. We are now in the age of the portal. Go ahead and name that sucker number 1. Boom, baby. That should connect. I was like, man, did I remember to name the other one number 1? Then we would have been running all the way back like a caveman on our own 2 feet. One more time. Okay, we're good. Portal's connected, so now it's easy peasy, guys. Farm away. We got a direct link to base. This is where the game really opens up, and this is really going to speed up the farming process. Because honestly, this is quite demanding. So I've got that truffle time going. Weight is no object. Metal should be pretty easy going for us here. Well, that pickaxe is like toasted. Actually, I need to eat more like berries. That'll help us stam more than the meats. We have the meats. Unfortunately, these nodes aren't straightforward. They go into the ground and underground. So sometimes you have to hack away at the ground and get a whole bunch of stone you don't want so that you can find the node. Like, the nodes can be quite large and extensive underground. And the bad thing is once you clear some of the node out of the way, it fills back in with dirt. I hate that. I hate that. I'm glad you think so, Pink Parrot. You'll have to try that one day. Just when you're in the mood to treat yourself a little bit. We used to call it the Frosty Mug. And all I had to do was say Frosty Mug, and the kids already knew what that meant. I'm like, hey, go get your Frosty Mugs. Yay! They would literally drop whatever they were doing to make that happen. Okay, so I'm just going to clear a little bit of dirt out of the way, because, like I said, I want to be able to get what I can out of this node, instead of running around the map, trying to find all the different nodes everywhere. Bad thing is, you might be doing this a while, just trying to trace the outline of the thing. And then you're trashing your pickaxe while you're doing this. Excuse me. That might have been a hiccup and a burp at the same time. I'm surprised the body knew how to handle that. And then to get out, you have to, like, dig yourself a staircase to get out, so to speak. Now keep in mind, you won't be able to walk back out of here weighted. Well, maybe you can if you pickaxe just right. So you might want to try to leave yourself like a walking ramp out of here, which I'm not having much luck doing. Looks like I found the water table. If I keep going, we'll find China. Oops. Okay, back to node. Put your back into it, Bob. Now, another one of the first things I want to craft is the pickaxe, because that'll speed this up. It probably cuts the swings in half. So guys, I'm not going to sit here and farm this all night on tonight's stream. I'm going to get a little bit going, just so you can see some of the recipes open up. This is something I can do offline on my own, you know, come out here and hollow this node out. I just kind of wanted to show it. I wanted to show how I do it. So I just trace the outline as best as I can. I get, you know, what I can out of the node. I triple time the drop, and that just saves a ton of time doing this process. Now I could go back completely weighted. I'm at a portal, so it's no big deal. In fact, I might pick up that stone that I threw down. And I'm still not weighted, wow. Now I am. I won't be able to get out of here. Oh, I can't walk out anywhere. I'm way too low. Ugh. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about this. There we go. That might have did it. Ish. Yeah, it's hanging up here on something. Okay, you can kind of sort of walk up there, but he's got to do like some fancy footwork. So yeah, I'll work on that part too and speed things up for myself. But for now, I'll just use the portal here for the first time ever in this playthrough. Uh-oh. I can't walk into that, that's a problem. I might have to move that portal when I get back. Every time I portal, I'm eating something. There we go, guys, just like magic. Because it is magic. Get some more metal cooking while we're at it. Be careful not to have any finewood in here, because it'll throw finewood in there if it's in your inventory. I learned that the hard way. I had gone out and farmed a bunch of finewood, and I came back and did my normal rounds. And I was like, where's my finewood? Like, it didn't click that, it went into the burner. And then I did it again! And I was like, oh, now I get it. Okay. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Lots of fun. I am weighted. Poor Bob. He's breaking his back here working for us. Okay, excellent. Wait, how many nodes did I throw in there? I guess we'll toss in a couple tin while we're at it. Okay, go ahead and fill that sucker back up. You're going to want to keep all this stuff going. Every time you leave base, have something running. That way, again, you're not just standing here watching this stuff. It can be kind of passive in that sense. Go ahead and get everything repaired. See if I can... Oh, and if you sleep, all that stuff that you threw out in the metal maker, it'll melt. And it'll be ready for you in the morning. So that's another way you can kind of speed up the metal manufacturing business. All these shiny things. Might as well get it cooking while we're out. That would happen. Okay. So right now I can make 11 bronze altogether, which isn't going to get us very far. Not very far at all. So yeah, I'm going to go back for some more quick copper, and then hopefully get that pickaxe crafted. Actually, hold that thought. I'm going to show you guys the bronze thing now. We did all this work. We got the portals down. There's really nothing else to show other than hacking away at that node. So here's what I propose. Come on, Bob. Use those muscles. Hey, Sunny family. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you tonight. You are just in time, literally just in time to watch me dip into the Bronze Age here. Because I am about to craft those out. Wait, where's the bronze? Oh, I need to build the forge first. Wait, what's going on here? What am I missing? I'm forgetting a step. Yeah, we gotta build the forge first. I'm a genius! Okay, so we cannot craft as many bronze as I thought, because we need 6 copper now for the forge. And that takes away 3 bronze that we could have crafted. So, let's see, we need 4 stone, 4 coal, 10 wood. I am missing... Uh-oh. Did I not pick up that... What happened there? Did I not pick up a stack of wood just now? Or did I just think I picked up a stack of wood? Man, I hope I didn't toss out a stack of wood. That would not be awesome. Okay, 10 wood, 4 coal, 4 stone, 4 and 4. Six copper. Six copper. What else was there? The coal. Huh. Thank you very much. Alright, now a joyous moment. I get to put down the forge. Oh, I might be able to squeeze another chest in there. Awesome. Here come the recipes, guys. The bronze, the knives, all this stuff. Sconce, the meat. Yeah, that's going to happen. I really want to show you the cauldron tonight, but again, I don't remember how much goes into crafting all this. So I don't want to sit here for the next 3 hours hacking away at a node. But if I can get it pretty quickly, I will, you know, showcase that in tonight's stream, because it's part of the Bronze Age. It's in the thumbnail. Like, we have to. So, yeah. I'm going to drop one more chest in there because I can. You don't have any more coal. Oh, but I do. It's because I burnt all that meat. Okay, that can ride. Okay, so we're done with what we can melt up to this point. Why are there stone in here? Stone do not belong here. I need to keep tidy chests, otherwise everything gets too confusing. Okay, so we got the forge down, so let's see how many bronze I can make. Whoops. Looks like 8. Berg. Alright, we gotta do it one at a time. Wait, it said 5. Am I counting wrong? There it is, guys. There's the bronze recipes. That bronze axe, that's huge. It's great in combat. It's great for chopping. You can get a shield now, a metal shield, sword, mace. This really, really opens up the game. Not to mention, look at all these other recipes coming in. There's bench upgrades, forge upgrades. Just to kind of show you real briefly what we got working here. I've already put these 2 down. So we've got our bench up to 3 now. That adze, that'll get it up to 4, so we can further upgrade our armor and our weapons. The forge is already down. There's our first and second forge upgrade, so the forge bench will go up to level 3. Not a bad deal, yo-yo. But look at the requirements, guys. Copper, ouch. Finewood, ouch. Which finewood isn't a big deal anymore. As soon as we get our bronze axe crafted, we're golden on that. The trees are around. But yeah, copper, bronze, it's going to be big from here on out. It's going to be big requirements. That wants 6 copper. The cauldron, I don't remember. That's 10. Okay, so this might not be as bad as I thought. I'll go get some more tin, go get some more copper. And we might be able to actually do a lot of this right now. Hold on, I gotta get rid of all this weight first. You know what? I'm gonna put that other chest down, because that'll hold metal. And I can keep a whole bunch of ingots just right here ready to go. Super handy. Booyah, baby. Drop off the pine cones. Oop. I'll probably slap some more wood in there before I head out too. I like things to be happening while I'm away, so that I don't have to wait for things to happen while I'm there. If that makes sense. Clear as a bell, right? Matter of fact, I might move this wood over here to the charcoal maker. That way I'm not running back and forth like a chicken with my head cut off. Or in this case, a Bob with his head cut off. So let's see, we'll do charcoal and wood in the back chest. Or the front chest, actually. And we'll do metal in the back chest. Alright. Clear inventory. Nothing that I don't need. Everything is repaired. Rock and roll. Drop a save before we go. Before I do anything, because I'm going to get myself weighted while I'm doing this, I need to make sure I can walk back inside this portal. Because when you're weighted, you can't jump. So I need to figure this out real quick. Oh, that's really down there, like... I didn't mean to dig so deep. Okay, there we go. Now Bob can walk. Now Bob can walk. Like I broke his legs or uh-oh. Nope, not quite. There we go. Or this way. Alright, you in the way, bruh. And so is this tree, probably. So I need to turn that portal around somehow. Or it's going to be like on level ground. Or leveler ground. Or since I've got a bench down, I can actually build builds. Okay, that should be no contest. I should be able to get out of here now, no problemo. Rename that sucker. Open sesame. Took a little while, but it's whatever. Alright, time to get weighted. Oh, I need tin too. Can't forget the tin, because that was for the cauldron. So let's go out and get the tin first. And I left off way down there. So yeah, that's not super far. Actually, let's help with a little bit of stam here. Stam the man. It'd be nice if there were some blueberries around, not gonna lie. Might as well start getting more eyeballs. More eyeballs equals more portals. That's most likely a tin node out there in the water. The bad thing about that is sometimes they fall into the water, like, so far down that you can't reach them anymore. So in those cases, I like to stand, like, downwind of it or whatever, downslope of it, so that they roll into me and I can collect them. And, you know, it just occurred to me, I'll probably end up going back to that shipwreck and just, you know, finish demolishing it to get the rest of that finewood, because until I get the bronze axe, I cannot chop down the trees I need for it. So, maybe not right now, but yeah, I'll definitely do that later on, offline. And I'll make sure I'm stocked up for, you know, future streams so that I don't have to farm this stuff. It'll already be ready to go in a chest somewhere. I think that's a tin node. No, that was stone. Jeepers. Look at that, I'm already weighted. Wow, with the stone. I do want the stone, don't get me wrong. But I'm not gonna walk 0.25 miles per hour all the way back to the portal with those. No way, Jose. Oh, and I mentioned those tin nodes can be inland a little ways. Yeah, case in point, these are really inland. Like, you wouldn't even know they were here unless you walked into the woods a little ways. Well, I'm so spoiled with my iron pickaxe, and that only takes like 2 swings. Okay, what can I dump? 6 pounds, that ain't it. Actually, hold that thought. I want the wood too. We gotta make coal. Okay, so here's what I like to do. Instead of portaling back and forth like 1,000 times, excuse me, I toss that out until I get like a few bundles going, and then I pick them all up and I go back through the portal just completely weighted. Really speeds up the process. I'm going to try to show you guys as much as possible tonight, so I might take just a few minutes here, get what I can here. I brought 2 pickaxes, so probably after, you know, I trash both of these, it'll be about time to head back anyway. And we'll see where we're at. Not only that, I want to keep it melting too while we're doing this, so I should probably portal back anyway, now that I think about it. And, get some more metal working while we're away. I love how it, like, spawns above Where you were picking... nuts. There's a lot of, like, stuff in the way. Bob's having troubles. Yeet! Oh, come on, Bob! Yep, as predicted, the metal worker is doing nothing right now. I have no idea what I'm cooking first. Wow, he's got fast hands, man. He picked those things up out of nowhere. See, now I'm all confused where the chests are. Why didn't I just leave it alone? I knew better and I did it anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna let that go while we're away. I wish I could just put down like a couple forges. But I don't have all the cores I need for all that. But yeah, that would really speed up the metal. I'm kind of afraid that's going to get too high, because that is really deep. So let's do the overhang stuff first. That way I don't like fall to my death one of these days. Fall damage is a thing, by the way. Ask me how I know. Hack away at the top part here. This might even make me fall down. Not much I can do about it, but I'm not terribly high up yet. Probably high enough to take some damage, but hopefully not die. You know what? Oh, I needed to be. Yep, okay. Took a little, but I'm alright. Gotta love these rainstorms. Sarcastically. Let's see, what is that? 7, 8. Oh, about 9 swings for that. But now I only got a single hit point. Let's see what the difference is. That was 6. So on the double hit points, it's more like 9. So I guess you get better bang for your buck if you can find multiple hit points. Ouch! Kind of forgot about that fall damage I just mentioned. Whoa, that leaf came into view and I thought it was a monster. I was like, ah! That was my war cry. Okay, I got 2 hit points again. Let's see how this goes. There's 8 for the left one, 10 for the right one, so yeah, about 9 and 9 again. Maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, axe is broken and now I'm punching the rock with my fists. Bob the Viking in his fists of fury. Or maybe that's how they used to play Bloody Knuckles back in the day. Maybe that's why the Vikings had to drink so much mead. Because they were using copper deposits to play Bloody Knuckles. Maybe that's how Happy Gilmore should have toughened up instead of this softball pitching nonsense. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to have a good load coming out of here. Since I still have a working pickaxe, I don't want to stay out here too long. I want to keep the metal melting. So we'll get another chunk or two and then we'll call it good. Wow, you guys probably cannot see a thing right now. Like, it is dark. And if I think it's dark, it's even darker on YouTube, so wowzers. Maybe I should put down a campfire or something so y'all can see what's going on. Actually, no, campfire doesn't work in the rain. Scratch that. Okay, that's good enough for now, guys. We got a good amount to work with here. Let's go ahead and get back. I know I got plenty of tin to go around already, so yeah, we should be good here. Okay, so I like to pick up all the nuggets now. Let poor Bob huff and puff going back through the portal. More chocolate, because I said every time I go through a portal I'd eat chocolate. I like the cookie. Back chest. See? I got it that time. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of nuggets there. Plenty of copper and plenty of tin, which is plenty of bronze at the end of the day. Charcoal and wood in the front. Nice. Let's get that cooking. Oh, and it's nighttime, so guess what I can do? Stop walking around overweight for starters. The stone was killing me that time. Whoops. I almost went back through the portal by accident. Okay, so I'm going to top these off and then I'm going to go back to bed. Ah, nuts. That'll really speed up the metal melting process here. As a matter of fact, I'm at a point right now I should be able to start putting some of this crafting equipment down that I'm talking about. So if I can, you know, that wasn't too painful. Yeah, I probably spent about 30 minutes altogether hacking away at nodes, but time well spent. Maybe even less than that. Alright, boom, baby. Bob with his lightning fast hands there. Picking it up, picking it up. I know we need more copper, but I don't know that I have any tin made up. I need to see where I'm at, because some of that stuff required straight up tin and not bronze. And we only got 3 right now, so I might have to start melting tin. Hold that thought. Whoops. Oh, we got 7. Right? Did I read that right? Yeah, that's 10 alright. Okay, we're good. We got a lot of tin. And a lot of copper already stored up. So I guess it doesn't matter what I toss in here. Actually, the copper, because you need more copper than tin when you start making the bronze. See, I'll keep going with the copper. Go ahead and grab some more wood. Keep that going, absolutely. Excuse me. Well, it's already close to weight. Alright guys, so the cooking area, it's going to be over here eventually. I'm looking for the hearth, the heath, whatever the word is for that. It's in a furniture. I don't have it yet. It's like a better campfire. It's in the misc, actually. And that's where you can put all your... excuse me. Frog in my throat. That's where you can put all your cooking stuff. So like the mead bucket. That's definitely going to go in there. So the two things that I want to put down right now immediately are going to be this. We need copper and leather for that. And then the cauldron, and that's going to open up a whole bunch of meals. And the mead is for like elixirs, basically from the Zelda world. So we'll have potions like healing potions, stamina potions, fire resistance, cold resistance. So yeah, that's really important. It's important. And then the cauldron is more for like the actual meals, stuff that you're going to be eating. So yeah, we need them both, ASAP. And then once you make the mead, then you got to ferment the mead. So we actually need to do both of these. And there's that finewood requirement again, biting me in the bud. So yeah, that'll be secondary, I guess. But for right now, I really want to put the cooking stuff down so I can show you guys some of these meals. So since I can't ferment right now, there's no point in putting that down just yet. I guess I'll start out with this, which it only takes 10. Perfect. Whoops, wrong buttons. There we go. And that has to be over a campfire. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E song. Check it out, guys. Now we can only make two things right now. The Queen's Jam, that's definitely more for stamina. So the days of just eating honey are pretty much over. And that makes 4 of them. So yeah, it's a big requirement on the berries, but you get 4 out of the deal. And then the boar jerky, I like that. It's not necessarily heavy on health or stam, it's split. So sometimes, like if I'm just out doing some casual stuff and I want a little extra stam, but I don't want to sacrifice so much health, I'll definitely go right for the jerky. So I'm going to actually make up both of these right freaking now. Oh, I forgot. See, this is going to take time to get used to, because on my other play file, I have all the food in the building. But I was like, you know, it would make so much more sense to have it by the cooking station. But now I can never remember it's over here. So much fun being me. Oh, we need boar, too. Boar and honey. See? There I go again, guys. Right back into the building, and I literally just got done talking about it 10 seconds ago. A literal 10 seconds ago. Wow! Alright. So, boar jerky, I'm going to see if I can get 5 of those. Yes. And they're super cheap to make. You know, you're out killing boar anyway for the leather. I mean, easy peasy. So yeah, I'm going to make up like 10 of these, and I don't think these weigh a ton. A half a pound each. Right? Am I reading that right? And look, it looks like bacon strips. Bacon! It's bacon! Bacon strips. Have you had any raids yet? No, Sonny, not yet. I have it set, but I have it on low, so I don't know when that's going to come. But that's why I went ahead and fenced in my compound here. I was like, you know, I don't want to get caught with my pants down. Literally and metaphorically. Like, sometimes Bob isn't wearing any pants. So yeah, I went ahead and fenced in the compound here. And let's see, where are we at? We need to put more metal in there. Whoop. Ah, I'm backwards. You know what? I'm gonna put that back the way I wanted it in the first place. Maybe then I'll have it right. I think more copper is in order because the bronze is gonna start coming out. And that copper is going to go fast. It might look like we have a lot of copper right now, but we do not have a lot of copper right now. Whoops, wrong buttons. Why is this so hard? Alright. Come on, Bob. Pull your helmet out of your... What's Viking for keister? Don't answer that. That was metaphorical. Or rhetorical. Wow, my words are still broken. What was I gonna do? I was talking about bacon. It's bacon! I need to repair those axes. Or whatever. Pickaxes. Yeah, they're axes of a sort. You know what? I wonder what I need to craft the bronze axe so I can get the finewood. Because that would be quick and easy and handy. Bronze axe wants 8. Actually, that's within reach. 2 leather scraps. What else was that? Wood. Of course we need the wood. Ah, wrong button again. So if you push down on the left joystick, it picks everything up. If you push down on the right joystick, it just stacks what's already in there. And that's what I'm trying to do is right joystick, but apparently my left and my right are all backwards today. Alright. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and keep going with that. Might as well let it cook while we're out doing things. And then wood. Did I pick up the wood? Yeah. Okay, now this is absolutely upgradable, but I'm going to hold off on the upgrades because that starts getting expensive. Oh yeah, I need the bronze. With the upgrades. And I want to make sure I've got the metal that I want to showcase, you know, the upgrades for crafting and the other fun stuff that we can put down right now. So let's see, 10, 10, and 20 copper will make 10 I'm having a brain fart. 10 bronze. Oh, you're good, Joker. Hope the youngest is doing okay. I already know who you're talking about. Hope school's going okay. Okay, gotcha, Pink Parrot. Hey, thanks for hanging out tonight. Definitely enjoyed having you. And you'll have to let me know what you thought of the cookies and cold milk. Yeah, thanks so much. Have a good night. Alright, back to the forge. Let's get those bronze crafted out. Wait a minute, what am I doing wrong here? Why am I not adding right? Oh, that's right, I'm doubling, not 5-timesing. This only makes 10. But but I would need enough to make 25. Mmm, cookies. I hate it when the order in the menu shuffles like that. It makes me hesitate. I'm like, wait, what am I crafting? Because believe it or not, I've messed up doing that. So I usually recommend dropping a hard save before you start doing anything crafting related. That way if you boo-boo, you can just close the software real quick and you'll have that save point. So Joker, Sunny Family plays this game too. Or used to. Oh, Joker, since I got you, did you ever try going back in to play with those settings anymore? I'm just kind of curious if you ever kind of found a groove with it or not, or if you just kind of gave up on it. Okay, so I got the bronze. I've got the technology. Oh wait, we needed that. We need to craft our axe. There it is, baby. So I take it it's still not jiving with you? I mean, thanks for trying, you know, regardless. Definitely appreciate you giving it a shot. Okay, there we go. Right joystick. See? Now we got it. What else do I want to cook? Probably more tin at this point. I went through a lot of tin. Keep it going, keep it going. Where are we at on coal? Alright, sweet deal. Let's see what's next on the hit list here. Oh yeah, I was gonna cook food. See how I get sidetracked? Shiny rocks, guys. I started thinking about finewood and then the axe. Speaking of axe, we can finally throw that stone thing in the garbage. We are now out of the Stone Age, officially and forever. All stone left behind. In a literal sense. And that axe is a beautiful thing. So let's see here. Okay, I crafted a whole bunch of those. I don't have enough for... Ooh, that would be a lot anyway. Let's do these one at a time. So 4... Okay, see, these weigh a pound each. So yeah, that changes things a little bit. Let's just do that for now. Oh, almost went back to the kitchen. The kitchen is out here now. Okay, prepared foods go here. I'll probably use that Queen's Jam for like a fist fight or fishing or something like that, so I'm going to leave that in the bank just for now. I'll definitely bring the jerky. Because again, the jerky is a good go-between. Yeah, so those will be my 3 now. Oh, that's full already. I'm gonna have to put down more chests here in a minute. And that's it, guys. That's my food now. So I'll show you what that looks like in the stack. You know, when I get a chance to eat that, I will. But I don't need it now, so I'm not going to bother with it. In fact, I usually like to keep honey on me anyway, because honey, it's cheap and easy and it's free. You know, as long as you get your beehives down, it just keeps coming. So when I need stamina and I'm just around the base and I don't necessarily need the health, That's usually what I like to chew on. The bad thing about this, I've been caught with my pants down a couple of times in my other game file. I'd be sitting here with no food running, just crafting away, or just, you know, whatever, building, you know, crafting. And then a base attack would kick off. And I'll be like, oh, fun! La 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 la! And I'll go out there running with my axe out. And then I'll realize I have absolutely no health and absolutely no stamina, and then I die. Pow! Gone. Dead Bob. So. We'll have to see if that happens. Yeah, Sunny, it is. So I consider this game a parallel to Lego Fortnite. It really is. The building mechanic, the farming, the crafting tables, the progression of the metals and stuff. It really is Lego Fortnite in a different type of world. I would say there's a little bit of Skyrim in here too, just with the openness of it all. In fact, I've ran into a couple of boss enemies now that have like Skyrim names. I'm like, whoa, I know that dude, he's in Tamriel! But just all around, it's a very good close second to that Lego Fortnite. That's why I thought Joker might like it, just because it was so close. But it's different at the same time. The mechanics are quite different. So it's different, but same. If that makes sense. I need to get this weight off of me. Keep the metal going, keep the metal going. Why am I out of coal? Oh, now I'm backwards with the coal. Alright. Oh, good to know, Joker. Man, if you can ever click with it, you gotta let me know. We gotta get a world fired up. Like, I could just see us getting in here together and having a good time with it. And Sunny, hey, I don't know if you're down, but I'm sure Joker and I, you know, would love to have you. We both know you quite well from back in the Lego days. So that would be fun. Get a little SMP going. Let's see, Joker, you said you tried, I can't read that, Palea? Is that like a diet? The paleo diet? I'll have to Google that one, I'm not familiar with it. Wait, there's no metal? Wow, that cooked fast. Actually, take it. 10 of those are going right in. I forgot to download first, because I'm awesome. Alright, metal is still cooking. Do I have wood? Bob's wood is running out. Wow, guys, I had almost a chest full of wood at the beginning of this stream. Wow, that went fast. I told you guys it would be going fast, like, I was not underselling. Alright, so, I got the food cooked. What else are we doing? More crafting stuff. There was something that needed a lot of finewood, the mead barrels. If I can get the finewood, we're going to craft those too. So yeah, let's go do that, shall we? Make sure I'm not weighted. Yeah, I got a little bit of metal. Of course, I don't have that in there. I don't need that leather anymore, because the fine wood, it weighs a lot. It's like 2 pounds per piece, and you need a lot. So the 60 that we need, it's going to be 120 pounds right there, and then it also drops regular wood. Okay, those go there. Those go there. Raw meat, don't need that anymore. Alright, let's go wood chopping with our new shiny bronze axe. And it probably wouldn't hurt to eat a little something before I go. Get a little more stam behind that going in too. Oh, and by the way, you run slower with weaponry out, so if you want to get somewhere more quickly, go ahead and sheathe your weapon. Oh, I didn't know that, Jokery. I'll have to look into that. Unless that was the other one you told me about that I already looked into. I can't remember now. Is there a weight mechanic? Yes. So that's your inventory for slots, and then you also have the weight. It's on the right there. That little barbell-looking thing that I can't quite arrow over to. So yeah, you get up to 300 pounds, and it doesn't... the slots don't increase. That's going to be your inventory the whole game. But the weight will. There's an item you can buy to give you an extra 150 pounds, which makes all the difference. But I gotta go find the vendor in order to go get that. Thanks, Sonny. I just saw your message there about the door placement. Yep, I've got multiple entrances and exits. Because I know I need certain things, like, for example... chopping down a giant oak tree here. This gives you finewood and wood, so I'm going to be able to get some more wood going into the coal maker here in a minute. Oh my goodness. This is like the sequoia. Man, and I'm doing the hard swipes. I'm not doing the soft ones. Let's try the soft ones. Maybe that'll go quicker. No, not really. Poor Bob. He's gonna have tendinitis in the morning. Oh, I'm already weighted. Look at that. And I came out here with nothing. So yeah, the wood just really fills you up. Now the good thing is, if you have both kinds of wood on you, it will not dump the good wood into the burner. The regular wood will go first. So let me test my theory here and make sure that's true. Yeah, wood added. If that changes over, it'll say fine wood added, and you'll be like, no! You'll probably smack yourself in the forehead. Because I've never done that before. Okay, wow, I've got a grip of fine wood now. See, I'll put the better woods over here, I guess. I'll keep that the same. Regular wood over here. Whoop. Make sure the metal is flowing. Wow, running out of nodes, guys. Been crafting for days. I'm gonna craft as much as I possibly can too, like, no holds barred here. I farmed it, we're gonna use it. Give me that. Alright. So I do have the fine wood, so I can put down the mead barrels. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and campfire up. Campfire up! You only need 5 of these for that. And of course wood, which I've already put away because I'm a genius. And we don't need a ton. I think 2 for a campfire. It's not much. And then... okay, no wood for that, but 2 leather scraps. Of course we need leather. I already put that away. 10 bronze altogether, 60 fine wood. Wow, that's a lot of bronze. Maybe I'll only do 1 mead barrel for now. Normally I like to run 2 because it takes so long to ferment, but I can do that offline. I just really want to get it shown for right now. You know what? Copper, what was that? 15? I'm just going to grab it all. Alright, Joker, yeah, hey, thanks for hanging out tonight. Wow, it's late for you, isn't it? I didn't even realize what time it was. Hot dog. Yeah, you're a trooper, man. Thanks for staying up tonight. Have a good night, Joker. Man, I hope I didn't miss you. You might have posted that a minute ago. Okay, now I don't want to cook all the bronze and all... Let's see here, 17 on the tin side. That's not going to go real far. Okay, we'll do 1 for now, just because I don't want to craft ahead, because if I need just plain copper or the other tin, I want to make sure I can grab that, so... Okay, so I like to put my fermenters like kind of out of the way. And you're not going to be running back and forth to those things a million times, so they can really just kind of go anywhere, like out of the way. Out of the way. Matter of fact, I think I'll put them out over here somewhere. Preferably somewhere under cover, so like this might actually be a... Nope, the hot tub has to go here, scratch that. That's going to be my metalworking area. Now we'll put the mead barrels out here. That's right, 30 finewood, 10 resin. Ten resin. Got plenty of resin. Alright, so that'll be used once we get the other thing down. So I need a campfire, which I already mentioned. Go ahead and drop that. Right about there. Booyah. And then for the cooker, 4 copper, or 6 copper, 4 tin. Six copper, 4 tin, and 2 of these. That should do us. Yippers. And this thing can really go however orientation you want it. I'm just going to put it sideways because when I craft the bigger thing, that's how it's going to go, so it'll just get me used to it. There it is, guys. There come the recipes. So you got healing for stamina regen. It's just... it makes a lot of difference getting into these. But again, you need the ingredients. So dandelions, go pick them. Just get them. The healing and the stamina, I will definitely be crafting both of those. Now I've only got the one fermenter, so I can only do one at a time right now. That's why I like to have multiple, because it takes probably like a couple of in-game days. Like, it's a lot. So yeah, passing nighttime helps, but still, you know, you're going to be waiting a while for those to cook. This one, I don't particularly like it. I don't like the lower health regen. Yeah, it's beautiful for the stamina, though. Wowzers. So, like, if you're just going to be out chopping trees or something, or running around for really long distances, you might want to consider crafting some of those. Just don't use it in combat. That was bad. Bad idea. I speak from personal experience. Bad idea. This is one we're going to be needing real soon here, is poison resistance. When we get into some more of the combat here in the deep woods, one of those goblin-looking things is going to start spitting venom at us, and we're going to want that running to counteract that. And it's great. 600 seconds. That's for like 10 minutes. So you've got plenty of time with it. They're really well done on that. So yeah, definitely use those. So really all 3 of these, really all 4 of these I use. Just not in combat for that one. So I guess first things first, I will do the healing. That's probably most important. So I need 5 blueberries. So 5 blue, 10 red, and a yellow. Oh, see, here I go again. So 5 blue, 10 red, and a yellow. Actually, I could probably craft a couple of those, because I'll be going through them. But for now, this is good enough. At least to demonstrate it. Okay, there it is, minor healing. Craft that sucker. Oh! Now there is an upgrade bar here, but I haven't figured out how to upgrade these yet. Every time I upgrade the thing, there's never an option there for whatever I cook up, so I don't know. I might have to Google into that a little bit and try to figure that out. So yeah, once you got the mead base of whatever you want, the minor healing is going right into that fermenter. And again, guys, it's going to take a couple days. So it's really going to smoke like that. And you just have to keep running over here. When it's ready, it'll say tap. And then it'll spit 6 of them out. So you get 6 potions out of that one batch. So it's really not a bad deal. You just have to wait for it. So yeah, at some point I'm definitely going to get a second one crafted up. Fermenter. Uh-oh, I got ocean water coming in. Must be storming. Good thing the chests don't wash away. We gotta keep that metal cooking. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, so crafting stuff, guys. Upgrade stuff is absolutely a priority. You want to get your armor and your weapons crafted up as high as possible, especially for the boss fights. So I've already got that down and that down for the workbench. I'm going to put that down, but that's not a priority. Right now the forge is the priority. So I want these 2 down above all else. So if I start running out of mats, I want these to go in first. So 10 copper, 25 finewood. That's right, both of those. Okay. So 5 wood. Thankfully I have it. And what did I say? 25 fine wood. Well, I can't do math the other way, so I guess I'm doing it this way. Okay, we got 2 bronze. And then there was copper. 10 copper. 2 bronze, 10 copper. Already had copper. Wow. 10 bronze. That's going to chew up all my 10. Did I read that right? Oh no, 10 copper. I'm reading things wrong. 2 bronze. Come on, fingers. There we go. I think I already had one crafted. Oh well. More the merrier. Alright, so forge cooler. Now guys, this stuff, it needs space. So this is why I like to do my crafting the way I do. So the workbench is in this corner. The forge is way over here. So now I've got all this room out here. I can start putting down all these upgrades. Not only that, if I can squeeze them in underneath the building, I do that. So I've already got an upgrade under there. I don't know if you guys can see that. But my chopping block is down there. And that's feeding the workbench. So again, you know, this stuff wants a lot of space in between. So it's just, I find it helpful to kind of spread your benches apart just a little bit in order to make that happen. So notice this can go underneath too. Awesome. So yeah, we're going to take advantage of that for sure. Right about there. And I should get confirmation that upgraded to level 2, and so it did. Okay, so we're in business. I can go ahead and put this down. I don't think that'll go under there. Wow, it will. But it's too close. See what I mean about it needing space? So that should do. Good. There's the confirmation that we're at forge level 3 now. Booyah, baby. Moving right along. I'm going to show you guys the new crafting recipes here in a minute. But first I want to get down all the actual utilities. So we're done all the way through to the adze. We need 3 bronze, 10 finewood for that. And then that's the last upgrade piece. Wow, the finewood's going fast. I pretty much spent what I went out and got already. Okay, so 3 bronze. I don't like how it takes 2 copper to 1 tin. I wish it was 1 for 1. Because, wow, the copper requirement, you're probably going to have to bring home about, without exaggerating, at least 2, maybe 300 copper. That's to do all the weapons, all this stuff, all the armor, all the upgrading. Because some of that stuff is super expensive, especially on the upgrade side. Like, 1 upgrade for that axe, 30 pieces of bronze. 30. That's 60 copper right there in 1 upgrade. So yeah, that just really smarts a little bit. Okay, and I like to keep all my metal in one place so I know what I've got. So there's the copper, there's the tin. And I got 4 bronze left over. Okay, so the adze, did I do that yet or did I put that away? 3 bronze. Oh, and since it's nighttime, I'm going to pass time. Maybe I'll get that mead fermented before we cut stream tonight. Oh wow, I'm pushing 3 hours? We're at 2.5 hours. Yeah, we're pushing 3 hours here. Wow, time can fly when you're playing this game. Like, dang. I just looked at this and it was like 2-hour mark. That was 40 minutes ago. I guess I got super excited with crafting. And I doubt that's going to be ready. That takes a couple of nights usually, yeah. So I guess I won't be showing that tonight because I need to wrap this up. Wow, we're really pushing time here. So there's that adze, guys. And again, you know, try to save space, get things underneath the build to the fullest extent possible because they have to be close to the workbench. But they have to be far apart from, like, a lot of other things. So that's probably a real good spot for that. Now I should get confirmation that that workbench went up. There it is. Excuse me. Now just go through my line one more time, make sure I've got everything crafted that I can craft. The stuff with the stars, that's key. So yeah, definitely got all the upgrade stuff in that I can for both the forge and the workbench. Already got all that stuff down. We are golden. So guys, I've pretty much showed all that stuff. The only other things that I'm wondering about is like comfort. I've got my comfort level up to 9. And this might have unlocked some specs under the furniture department to help us with our comfort. Oh, I talked about the phthalites! Finewood and thistle. Guys, that has to happen. That has to happen. I talked about it, and they're freaking awesome. And I don't have a ton of finewood left. I can only make 3 of these. But yeah, these things are just like magical. Oh man, I forgot how many I need. 1 each? That ain't too bad. Hey! Let me get rid of that pine cone. I think that threw me off. Alright, so yeah, these phthalites are freaking awesome. And normally I like putting them in here, but I don't have many of them, so it's not going to look that cool yet. But it's still pretty freaking cool. Okay, so I just kind of like to randomly stick them around, you know, there doesn't have to be any random reason or order, although I kind of bunched those up on the right, I'll fix that later. But anyway, you just get a whole bunch of these going across the ceiling, you douse the candle there, and it's so awesome, and like, the floaty stuff is there, oh yeah. And unfortunately that doesn't add to your comfort, and it should. So Valheim, if you're listening, that should absolutely add to my comfort, because it's comforting. So anyway, let's get back into our furniture here. I already got the flag down. There's the recipe for that. I put that down some time ago. It's that flag right there. And all this stuff has to be within a 10-meter radius. So keep that in mind. The table, the chair, the bed, the shelter, the flag, the rug, 10-meter radius to get the max comfort. So that we're up to 9 now. We can do better. But I don't think we can do better with what I have now. These don't add to comfort at all. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend building these. That just takes up a lot of copper. And again, guys, the copper demand is just next level. So you want to be choosy with what you use copper on, at least in the beginning of the game. Okay, I don't have much else in furniture. No heavy builds yet. No new builds there. The crafting was the main thing I wanted to show. As far as the recipes, I'll show that real quick before I let you all go here. So now here's what we had to work with. We were up to level 2. Well, level 3 once we got the tanning rack down. But now that we're up to level 4, this stuff can go up quite a bit more. So if I really wanted to upgrade that bow, I can. I don't know if I want to do that. I probably don't want to put any more resources into any of these upgrades. Because guys, over here at the forge, we're going Bronze Age. We've already got the axe. If you're a two-handed weapon kind of person, that thing really puts the damage out. Wowzers, 45. And that's not upgraded. That does upgrade. The bronze axe, I am absolutely going to upgrade that. So I think I'm at 35 right now. Every upgrade... Oh no, it's already at 40. Yeah, it goes up to 45, so I was in the wrong menu there. So yeah, if I upgrade my bronze axe right now, it goes up 5 every upgrade. So right now, 4 bronze, it's not bad. But guys, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do that real quick so I can show it. So let's see, I need 3 more of that. go ahead and build those real quick. And then get one of these. Upgrade. So we're up to 45. Now again, next upgrade it goes up 5 more. So this has some kind of top limit. I don't remember where that is. But guys, that's important because the more you can do per slice on the damage output, the better off you'll be. It'll speed up the fist fights. That's my bread and butter right there. So just like Zelda games, you know, arm up, suit up, and eat up. Get that sucker topped off quickly. Now, of course, you know, I'm limited on resources right now. I'll go off and do this offline. I'll get a whole bunch of bronze crafted and, you know, do all this stuff. But the other thing I wanted to show is the bow. And I don't have the bow yet. There's a finewood bow, and I don't know why I don't have the bow yet. I have the finewood. Or is that the other bench? Hold up. Crude bow. Maybe I need a pelt for that? Okay, whatever it is, I don't have it yet. But anyway, yeah, there's a bow coming up. So again, you know, you gotta be kind of choosy. It depends if you're gonna be going out to do a whole bunch of combat. Yeah, you might want to upgrade that bow. I don't remember it being terribly expensive to upgrade. Leather, hide, and wood. So I might do that. I don't know. It only goes up a couple each time. That goes up to 28. We're already at like 26, I think. Or 25, so it goes up 3. I don't know. You know, use your discretion on that. I normally like to wait until the next bow unlocks, but... Wow, we have a thunderstorm going on, which means I shouldn't be using a corded remote. Stand by here while I get... I didn't even hear that until just now. I've been so into this game. Get some batteries going. Wonder if you guys heard that come through the microphone. Like, that was loud. I literally jumped off the couch a little bit. Woo! Let me Google real quick. How to unlock the finewood bow, because that is the next up bow. It comes right up in Google. I didn't even have to finish typing that. You must obtain finewood. Got it. Oh, the core! 20... Okay, so pine trees, guys. That was the other tree I was talking about in the dark forest. So I can't do that. We'll do that next stream. Boy, I really wish I could show that tonight. Yeah, the core wood. So they're really big, tall. They're the tallest ones. There's like a couple of big type of pine trees, but only one says pine, and they're just real skinny, really tall. They tower over all the fir. So that's the wood you need. As soon as I get that, it'll unlock the spec. So yeah, I definitely don't want to upgrade this bow. That's what I'm going to go work on next. So yeah, again, I don't want to put a whole bunch of resources into upgrading the garbage that I'm wearing and using now for weapons and tools and clothing. I'm going to come over here to the forge, and I'm also going to craft these. But guys, look at the requirements. It's not bad. 5. Now you've got the leggings, the helmet, and the tunic. So 3 pieces. So that's not bad to build it. And it's armor 8. So check this out. What I'm wearing is only 4. So it doubles my armor rating. That's why I don't want to put any more mats into these. Because what I'm about to craft, it'll outshine that already. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's the roadmap. We're in the Bronze Age now. Welcome. I definitely hope you all enjoyed it. If you wouldn't mind taking a quick moment to like, share, subscribe, comment. Guys, I really always appreciate that stuff. And it really does help me out. So thank you for taking the time to do all that. And guys, as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Now that we're in the Bronze Age, it'll really be happy hunting. Alright guys, yeah, 3 hour mark. Peace out, y'all.